Ugh. 2.8K, dude. guess. I got a 300 guess. You ready for the answer? $10. I swear to God, I've sharing with these guys, they couldn't believe me. I've visited the factories 3 times. I've met up with the chairman of Foxconn who makes these things. I want to quiz the audience. Does anybody know how much it costs?
Late stage capitalism.
Magnus Carlsen can now no longer become world chess champion. As of January 13, 2024, Magnus has sent in a formal declination of participation in the Candidates Tournament. The Candidates Tournament is an 8-player double round-robin event where the winner after 14 rounds challenges for the World Chess Championship. This is the second cycle in a row where Magnus has declined to participate. Why does Magnus not want to participate? The man himself.
Under the current format, there is absolutely no chance.
And yet, Magnus ended 2023 by winning the Champions Chess Tour, the World Blitz Championship, and the World Rapid Championship. After winning 17 world titles, the man is allowed to do whatever he wants. Because we all know, champion or not, he's the greatest player in the world. It's official. Magnus Carlsen can now no longer become world champion. As of January 13, 2024, Magnus has sent in a formal declination of participation in the Candidates Tournament. The Candidates Tournament is an 8-player double round-robin event where the winner after 14 rounds challenges for the World Chess Championship. This is the second cycle in a row where Magnus has declined to participate. Why does Magnus not want to participate? Let's hear from the man himself.
Under the current format, there is absolutely no chance.
And yet, Magnus ended 2023 by winning the Champions Chess Tour, the World Blitz Championship, and the World Rapid Championship. After winning 17 world titles, the man is allowed to do whatever he wants. Because we all know, champion or not, he's the undisputed greatest player in the world.
Yo, what's up, chat? Fucking tired, dude.
This is the world's largest rainfall simulator, located in Tsukuba, Japan. Now, I know that it just looks like a warehouse with a lot of sprinklers, but this building is incredibly important. The science conducted here keeps tens of millions of people safe, and it's only becoming more and more vital. We were given exclusive access to tour the facility, and they even let us experience what it's like to stand under the most intense rainfall ever recorded.
This is insane. Nope, 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 nope.
Japan is a land of natural disasters. Most people will think of earthquakes, tsunamis, and volcanoes, but it also experiences massive typhoons, which are like hurricanes that pick up energy from the Pacific Ocean and dump meters of rain on the islands. Yakushima Island, near the southern part of Japan, is one of the wettest places on Earth, receiving up to 10 meters of rain every year. For comparison, the Amazon rainforest gets only about 3 meters of rain per year. That's 3 times less than Yakushima Island. Most of the time, rain isn't a problem. The water evaporates or seeps into the soil and is then absorbed by plants or enters the underground aquifer systems. But too much rain in a short period, like after a typhoon, can lead to serious problems. Problems that scientists working at NIED use the rainfall simulator to study and hopefully prevent. The giant warehouse is equipped with 550 nozzles attached to the roof. The scientists can control the intensity of the rain from 15 millimeters per hour to 300 millimeters per hour. The most rainfall ever measured in 1 hour occurred on the 22nd of June, 1947, when 305 millimeters of rain fell on the town of Holt, Missouri. So this warehouse can simulate the most intense rainfall anyone has ever experienced. In a way, that makes it the rainiest place on Earth. And honestly, I'm having a good time here in sunny Australia, so I sent Veritasium producer Peter in my stead.
They're gonna turn on the rain really soon, so I'm running out to grab my rain jacket. I'm ready. Wow! This is so much rain. All around me, there is exactly 300 millimeters of rain falling every hour. We've only turned it on about 5 minutes ago, and there's just so much rain. There's already puddles. This is genuinely absolutely wild. I don't think I've ever experienced anything like this before.
The nozzles at the simulator contain 4 holes of varying diameters, so they can produce raindrops of different sizes. And the size of the raindrop affects how fast it falls. You've likely experienced the kind of rain with the big droplets that pelt your face, or walked through a drizzle where small drops hover like mist. Because the smaller the raindrop, the slower it falls. There are two forces that act on a raindrop, gravity and air resistance. And the larger raindrops have a higher weight to surface area ratio, and so they have a higher terminal velocity, so they will be falling faster. A raindrop that's 1 millimeter in diameter falls at only about 2 meters per second, while a 3 millimeter raindrop falls at 6 meters per second. Air resistance is also why raindrops aren't shaped like cartoon raindrops. They are closer to spherical, but a bit flatter on the bottom where they encounter oncoming air. If a raindrop gets too big, it flattens out, caves in the middle, and briefly resembles a little parachute before it breaks up into smaller droplets. Flooding is something that Japan takes very seriously, and for good reason. In July 2018, there were floods all over the country due to the rainfall from Typhoon Praparun. Some regions of the country received nearly 2 meters of rain in just 10 days, and the resulting floods were enough that more than 8 million people had to be evacuated from their homes. Over 200 people died, and the damage to property from the flooding was more than 1 trillion yen, nearly $10 billion. Tokyo, the capital city of Japan, is very vulnerable to flooding. There are more than 100 rivers crisscrossing the city of nearly 40 million people. To prevent the rivers from overflowing, there are pipes and tunnels under the city, leading to an enormous water storage tank. In October 2019, Typhoon Hagibis dumped over 200 millimeters of rain onto the city in under 48 hours. The underground system diverted 12 million cubic meters of water and prevented an estimated $1.7 billion in damage. But flooding isn't the only problem. Japan is a very mountainous country with many towns and villages situated in valleys. So combined with the heavy rainfall, this creates the perfect conditions for another hazard.
And slide. Oh damn, that looks so crazy.
The researchers at NIED have identified over 700,000 places where landslides are a significant threat to homes. But landslides are so complicated. There are so many factors that affect if a landslide will occur, how large it could be, how fast it will move, and how much damage it will do. Not just the slope angle or the amount of new rain, but the type of soil, the minerals present, and the vegetation growing on top of the slope. This is footage from a landslide that occurred in Norway in June of 2020. There's barely any slope angle here, but the whole area sits on a layer of quick clay, an incredibly unstable clay layer which, when exposed to intense rainfall, loses its structural integrity, becoming a liquid. In the case of this landslide, there were no casualties, though several homes were swept out to sea.
That is insane, dude. One more time on that landslide. That is
This is
insanely
footage from a
powerful.
landslide that occurred in Norway in June of 2020. There's barely any slope angle here, but the whole area sits on a layer of quick clay, an incredibly unstable clay layer which, when exposed to intense rainfall, loses its structural integrity, becoming a liquid. In the case of this landslide, there were no casualties, though several homes were swept out to sea. The complexity of the physics of landslides is
Crazy.
why the work done at the large-scale rainfall simulator is so important. The best way to minimize landslide damage is prevention, and it's the same for cybersecurity, creating strong passwords to safely access public Wi-Fi hotspots. And I am currently in Australia, and I've been using NordVPN to watch something I especially
Yo, what's up, bro? Yo, long time no see.
like about
I'm
NordVPN
pretty
is
sure-
that their speeds are blisteringly
Pretty sure Michael
fast.
from
So it's
Veritasium
useful
here.
when you're
He's
connecting
on
to
his shit, dude. He's
onlyvip.com/Veritasium for a huge discount on
He's just
down
talking
in the
about
description. There's a
landslides.
30-day money-back guarantee, so it's
You're an
entirely
expert on
risk-free. Just go
landslides
to
in Japan?
nordvpn.com/veritasium. So I want to thank NordVPN for sponsoring this part of the video, and now back to the
The
world's
expert has
largest
came
rainfall
in the
simulator.
building, everybody. The expert is here.
All right, I'm gonna try it without an umbrella. I have a very nice jacket. I'm not sure how it's gonna hold up, but we're gonna try. Oh my God, this is insane. Nope. My jacket is waterproof, so I was fine, but my jeans are absolutely soaked through.
To study landslides, the whole warehouse has a secret. It moves.
The rainfall simulator can be in one of 5 positions.
Velocity is about 1 meter per 1 minute.
1 meter per minute. Wow. It moves on these railway tracks. Every time you move it, you need to grab this gigantic wrench and undo these bolts. This is the pipe that connects, all the water up to the sprinklers.
Her shit's pretty
There's
cool,
a
dude.
number of these kind of openings.
You
in
see
the
that
pipe
giant ass
along
wrench?
the line.
Look at that pipe.
So when you move
That's
it,
a
you
massive
just connect it
pipe,
to a
dude.
different part. So this is the landslide testing facility.
Yes, this is a 30-degree slope. You can see this. This is a shallow landslide.
Okay.
Now you can put the soil is here. Now about 1 meter.
You would put all the sand and all the soil, and then you'd bring the building over. You'd move it over
This is
here,
moving on. Yes,
and then you'd start raining on it.
yes. "20-degree, this slope is 20-degree.
Right, so you have a 30, a 40, and a 20. 20, 30, 40.
Yes.
So, what causes landslides? Well, a slope will slide when the force of gravity pulling it down becomes greater than the force of friction holding it up.
There's a misnomer out there that water makes the material slipperier. So it rains and it soaks into the ground and it makes it
I
slipperier.
think this
That's
dude's
not
an
true.
expert. This
Water's
dude might
actually
be an actual
including
landslide geology ass
quartz,
fucking
which is
expert,
our
dude.
most common mineral.
The
in
real
soils.
expert has
And,
came in the building, chat.
So, water doesn't make soil slipperier. But soil is porous. There are grains and there are pores between those grains. And as it rains, the water seeps into the soil. The pores become filled with water, and as it keeps raining, the water pressure in the pores increases, which decreases the friction between the grains.